G'day taxpayers, bits and bobs of economic data keep coming through. Today, in no particular order, again, we had the retail trade numbers coming out for January, a modest 0.3% rise in the month following a minus 0.1 in December. So we consumers that went to town a little bit around October, November last year with tax cuts, with the timing change of Black Friday sales and a few other things, have now just moderated our spending patterns at the end of last year and into the kickoff of 2025. So a number that's moderate, not catastrophic, but certainly not strong. So we consumers on the retail side are just muddling along. We also had figures from net exports, and we've got a small 0.2 percentage point contribution to GDP numbers, which are out tomorrow, coming from our net export side, which is pretty much as expected, I think. So into the building blocks of GDP, which I'll touch on at the end, we're going to get an okay rate of economic growth for GDP tomorrow, or so it seems. On that score, we also had the government demand numbers. And again, they're going to be broadly neutral, maybe just a teensy-weensy bit positive for the December quarterly growth number, because we had government consumption up just 0.7% in the quarter, government investment up 1.8% for a total rise in government spending in the quarter, in real terms, 0.9%. So that's normally about a 0.2 contribution to GDP. However, some of that activity was sourced from running down inventories, so they didn't actually add to demand in the economy. So the overall contribution of public sector consumption, investment, inventories is almost zero, very close to zero. So bottom line GDP numbers out tomorrow. I'm still pumping for about a 0.6% quarterly rise in bottom line GDP growth. Will lift annual GDP to sort of about 1.3, 1.4, depending on revisions. A very modest result when we take all these numbers into account too, as we should, and as markets will, and as the RBA will. The economy's okay, but certainly not great. A bit like my old school reports. Doing okay, but could be doing better, which is why the RBA is still on track to be cutting interest rates on April the 1st. So get set for a move then. Thank you.